I'm Kendra Falp-Edwards, and I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for Cardon and Associates. And today I have Pamela Dunlap with us, and she's going to talk about some tricks that you can do at home, some tricks, modifications for ultimately just keeping people at home as long as they can, safe and healthy at home. So I'm going to turn it over to Pamela now.
Hi, I'm Pamela Dunlap, and I'm the owner of Sage Insight, Elder Care and Wellness. I've dedicated the last 30 years of my career to facilitating wellness within the field of healthcare. As an elder care specialist, I help older adults explore their fullest potential for wellness. Many of us want to remain living in our homes as we age. And as an elder care specialist, I'm an advocate for living in a residential environment through the end of life when at all possible. Here are a few tips to keeping your home safe and practical. These tips are for all of us over 50. It's never too soon to get practical about our living space. The first tool in our tool bucket is one that you have with you at all times. It's our mind. All our lives we have heard, if you put your mind to it, mind over matter. That is what we're talking about when we say become mindful. Being mindful means we become aware of our environment and our response to the environment. By simply doing that, we immediately can come up with some great ideas for making our homes more safe for ourselves and more practical. I invite you all to be mindful and take notes when you're in your home environment with your daily walk. Literally, take notes and make note of what might hurt or what might seem unsafe, and what things do I now avoid that I used to that bring me joy and pleasure. And when you have that list, it's time to address those, change those, either independently or using someone like myself to help you with how you can change those ways of living in your home. Let's begin outside. As you're approaching a home, it's very important, if your home has steps in your entryway, make sure that those steps are marked, not only for you, but your guests. Sometimes concrete appears to be flat surface when really there may be actual steps. Use anti-slip tread tape on the steps and the entryway. Install handrails. Handrails are essential when we're navigating a storm door, an actual door, a doormat, possibly even a bag. Having handrails near entryways outside is essential. Install a storm door that has a lock open feature. This has been great for me as I've been able to lock open my storm door and be able to enter in with packages while also opening a door, which brings me to the doorknob. Replace those doorknobs with levers. Levers make it very easy to use an elbow and a forearm. Possibly those who have difficulty with grip will find that levers are much more easy. Slow down and make multiple trips. It can only increase your steps, which is great for your good health. Water is a large risk factor for increased falls, yet so are rugs. So this is where I use the rails and rags rule. Have railing nearby, entryways, again, as we said, and anywhere that there is water common, such as in the bathroom. When you have water from a snowy, rainy day, drop a rag, use your foot to clean up the water spill, but always have a hold of a rail as you bend down to pick up the rag. That is truly better than having throw rugs. No throw rugs should be in your home for all of us. Whether you're wearing heels or an orthopedic support shoe, throw rugs are extremely dangerous. Also, I met a very active cyclist, about 70 years old, a couple of weeks ago. She fell in her kitchen of her wood floor because she was wearing those comfy socks that she got for Christmas, and she slid and broke her neck. No wearing socks in the vinyl flooring or wood floors. Also, very common is to clear your clutter in your walking paths of your home so that you don't trip. Anything that we talk about today, we're talking about reducing the risk for falls in your home. Essential. So let's go to lighting. When you're looking at the lighting of your home, you want to make sure that your pathways, whether it's at night from your bed to the commode, or whether it's in the evening when your home is dark, you want to make sure that you can see at all times. So when you enter a room, if you don't have a light switch for an overhead light, you might have an outlet that you could plug a light into that responds to the switch. In my 100-year-old home, I don't have that in a couple of rooms, so I use a floor tapping switch. Having a floor switch allows you to hold on to something as you use your foot to tap the on light so that you light up the room as you enter in. Very important. I also want to tell you that you want to think of designing your kitchen or designing your home so that you don't have to bend over frequently to get items to lift up. Bending over is important in yoga class, in your morning stretch class, but in your daily routine, you want to think about possibly moving things so that you don't have to bend over to get them. So let's say we're in our kitchen and you have your favorite dishes that are of pottery that you have to reach up and get. First of all, reconsider the dishes. Maybe I want lighter dishes now for my everyday use that are much easier for me to reach and get. Also, if you have a KitchenAid mixer that you love using, but it's so heavy and you don't have counter space, you can have a hydraulic lift shelf installed in your cabinet. This is a great shelf. You can see it on the internet. Amazon has them. You bring up the KitchenAid mixer to be almost equal to your counter space so that you never have to lift a heavy appliance. Those hydraulic lift shelves are great. Also, when you have jars that are very difficult to open, I recommend the old-fashioned can openers or bottle openers to release the pressure of your lid gently before opening it. That comes in handy. Also, let's say you enjoy cooking and you want to make a big pot of pasta. Instead of filling up your large bowl pan of water at the sink and moving it to the stove, this has become my favorite kitchen tool. This is a simple plastic pitcher. I use this with multiple trips to put water into a large pot or to fill up my coffee every day. I use this. This has become a very handy tool in the past few years. Also, when you're looking at your cabinet space, there are many things you can do with organizational tools to make it much easier to get to your dishes and pots and pans, such as rotating carousels. We can talk more about that anytime. We could come back to that. Also, in the kitchen, that's a great place for you to list emergency contacts. It's also a great place to list your current medication list. I don't care if you're 60 and a runner, or if you are 85 and have a history of medical problems. Have that in your kitchen on your refrigerator because that's where first responders know to check. In your bathroom, mindful motion at all times is needed in the bathroom. This is where approximately 80% of your home falls occur. And over half of those are while you're in the bath or the shower. Having an expert come to check out your bathroom is recommended to see if it is possible for your shower or your tub to have adaptations such as a tub transfer bench or a shower chair. Make sure you have a handheld shower head. That is extremely important, making it easier for you to use when you have a shower chair or a tub transfer bench. Raised commode seats can be installed, and you want the kind that are bolted to the commode so that you don't have a chance of falling. Raised commode seats come with rails, which make it easier for a transfer using your upper body strength to get up and down from the commode in your bathroom. Also, medications. Medications can be purchased from a pharmacy with adult lids that are easy to open. I also really like to have people consider a pharmacy with bubble packs with date and times on them. Bubble packs can come like this from your pharmacist. That makes it much easier to remember what vitamins did I take today and what do I still have left to take and when do I take this pill and that. Also, for organization of the medications, make sure that there is that updated medication list that we talked about on your refrigerator in case you should need help. Another wonderful tool in the bathroom I have found in the shower. How many of us really love to get our backs washed, but it's become harder when we are unable to reach. So finding a washcloth with handles at both ends has been an excellent trick of the trade for being able to get to those spots that you just can't get to anymore on the back. Also, dry skin. As a swimmer, I have a really difficult time with getting lotion in between my shoulder blades and where it starts to get itchy. So putting lotion on this lotion applicator has made it so much easier at the gym after a workout when I need to get lotion on my back. I highly recommend one of these. Now, with your smart tech items, this could be a whole story we could do later, Kendra, if you'd like, but I do want to say by bringing in modern technology into the home, we can have much higher quality of life and much easier quality of life. So a few things I'll just tap on today. The Echo Show by Amazon has been really, really helpful for a lot of the seniors that I've worked with. That's a little difficult to see, I'm sure, but the Echo Show allows us to be able to communicate with people as if they are in our living room, which has been very helpful for family members staying in touch despite where they live. With a home installation of something like the Alexa product, you can combine reminders to doctor's appointments, communicating with your loved ones, as well as security systems so that you can see what is in the backyard when you're in the front room. I work with partners who will come to the senior's home and help them install an integrated system that makes their home space even more safe. General safety. Think about wearing some type of a life alert system that if you should feel that you are in medical need of help, you may be able to use that system. Unfortunately, in today's world, 911 is not as quick to respond as it has been because of the high demand and use of 911. Having a medical alert device, either a necklace or a watch, is highly recommended if you live alone, especially. Exercise is the key. Keeping the body strong and in balance is essential to being able to maintain a life of high quality in your home. We can talk more about that later as well. But those are some of the tips that I have found helpful with my clients as well as with myself in my home.
Oh my goodness, Pamela, that is such great information and I appreciate it. And I can't wait to have you back. I was taking notes and there's just so important. People want to stay home and they want to be independent as long as possible. And those little things that you can do just can go a long way. So I appreciate you sharing your insight and I can't wait to have you back.
Thank you so much for listening.